Equity markets kicked off the second quarter on a weak note, slipping about 0.3% for the day. This dip stemmed from concerns over rising interest rates, as the yield on the 10-year Treasury surged to a two-week high, nearing its highest levels since late 2023. The increase in yield is driven by dwindling expectations for the Fed to cut rates this summer. Recent data hasn't been cooperative, with the odds of a rate cut diminishing. The latest reading on the CME's FedWatch tool indicates only a 50-50 chance for a single 25 basis point cut by July, with the possibility of further delays if subsequent data heats up. The labor market poses a risk for markets this week, with expected volatility in job openings and layoffs. Nonetheless, overall results should support a positive economic outlook and the expectation that the FOMC will keep interest rates higher for longer. Hourly wages, which have been rising at an above 4% pace for over 3 years, will be particularly crucial. Today's failed overnight breakout resulted in weakness and a retreat to the highlighted support area where the high volume node is located. The range from 5267 to 5316 now represents a new area of uncertainty within a strong uptrend. The probability remains that this range will be filled out. Looking ahead to tomorrow, this could entail something like a retest around 5307 to 5316. If the ES were to dip again and fill out the range towards the lower end in the 5260s, that could precede a breakout. Initially, buyers swiftly initiated a breakout within the week's range, surpassing the significant level of 5323, 5315 by RTH, where there was previously unfinished business. However, the VIX did not support this breakout, staying above its resistance level of 13.52 throughout the session. Subsequently, attention turned to the 53, 50, and 23 area after the breakout, which buyers could not sustain during European trading hours, leading to weakness before the RTH opening. Such a failed breakout could potentially trigger movements in the opposite direction. During RTH, the immediate bounce observed encountered selling activity at the upper end of the previous week's inside structure, thus keeping the failed breakout scenario alive. In the opening drive, VIX retested its broken resistance level of 13.52, low of day was 13.55, which was an interesting and noteworthy observation. That said, the most favorable scenario for initiating longs today would involve reclaiming the 53.1 and 15 tie 23 area, with VIX dropping below its resistance. The failure to do so removed most of our interest in long exposure during the initial balance. Both the C and D periods formed single prints as the market continued downside momentum. This resulted in a quick move down to the highlighted support area, ranging from 5294 to 5286.5, which could be seen as a logical area for potential profit taking, given the HVN high volume node. This area stalled the downside momentum. However, the subsequent bounces lacked follow-through, leaving the two sets of single prints unfilled. Today's failed overnight breakout resulted in weakness and a retreat to the highlighted support area where the high volume node is located. Buyers aim to maintain this area, targeting fills of today's structure and a return to the upper end of the inside week, where unfinished business remains. Failure to do so would open the door for a full traverse of the inside week range, a general target in failed breakout scenarios. Today's overnight high of 53.30-350 remained untested in RTH, adding an additional layer of unfinished business, around 52.95.25 representing Wednesday's M period spike base. Breaking and holding above 52.95.25 would target fills of today's structure towards the resistance area from 53.15 to 53.23. Breaking and holding above 53.23, indicating a successful breakout, should then target the untested overnight ADH at 53.33.350. Holding below 52.95.25, signaling continued weakness, would target today's lows at 52.86.5 to 84, which is considered poor. Acceptance below 52.84 would target the lower end of the inside week at 52.63, completing a full traverse. VIX levels 14.118, 13.12 will be our focus for the Tuesday session ahead. Cheers, boys.